In this video, we're going to shoot and do some range testing with our Royal Tiger M38 rifle, short rifle, in the 7.35 caliber. I brought the gun, and I brought my mint version. It has an SA stamp, because what I'm going to show you is how a 95% gun should shoot as compared to what I got from Royal Tiger. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go down and set up the targets. And I'll explain that to you because this will save you a lot of time and aggravation if you do this way. A wide backstop with a huge area where you can see where the bullets are going. Okay, I'm out here at the 50-yard range. And what I've done is basically taken 3 standard targets and set them up. And then what you do is I have a collection of old calendars, and then what I would do is do this, staple this up to give me a wider range because it's sometimes difficult with this press board to see where the bullets go. And then what I'm going to do is aim here, and then I have a wider field to see where I'm shooting, because the trick is, if you don't know where the gun is shooting, you're not going to be able to adjust or figure out, and you can waste a lot of ammo. And that's why this is the best way to do this. And yes, masking tape, because I'm going to shoot several guns once I got this set up. And just tape the holes up. First up is my finish issue M38 short rifle. And I'm going to be using, and that's another drawback to Carcanos. This ammunition loaded with a Hornet A 300 thousandths diameter bullet, it's about $1.50 a round. So the ammo isn't cheap. Okay, and that turns a lot of people off with this. But I short loaded the clip with 5 rounds. And all I'm going to do is get a sight picture. And again, this one's supposedly for 200 meters or whatever. And I found that it does not matter what the book says or whatever. Somebody could have screwed with the sights, which I believe that one, the rear is filed off because this one's higher than the other one. You don't know until you shoot the gun, basically. And then you got to take it from there. So that's the one thing about Carcanos, is each and every single one's a mystery. So what I'm going to do is pick a spot down there, aim to the same sight picture, fire 5 rounds. And this is just to see what a good barrel, the accuracy ends up with good quality ammo. That's what we're doing. Alright, we'll go take a look and tape up the target. Okay, lining up them sights, putting them at the bottom here. You see our group is high. Now that's about average for a Carcano, because you have to remember your sight picture each and every time. That's not bad. That's 1, 2, 3, Well, we have one flyer. It's about 2 inches. Not too terrible. Probably can tune that in. This is the first shots of the day. But then again, remember where they are. I'm going to tape them up. And now we're going to go on to the Royal Tiger gun and see what we got. Now we have our Royal Tiger gun. Now, this gun, both guns passed the bullet test. So the bullet test really, if you get something where the bullet's going in, I wouldn't touch the gun whatsoever unless you're buying it for parts. It passed the bullet test, but when I went and inspected the bore with gauge pins and that, there's like 6,000ths wear on this. There is some rifling, there's a lot of pitting, there is visible rifling, but it's extremely shallow, and the gun's basically shot out, but we're going to prove it. I know a lot of you guys are not going to go into depth. You're basically going to clean the gun up, take it out, shoot it, see what happens. So I'm just showing you, proving out what I already know. Aim in the same place. Alright, let's go look. Wow, this is going to be one of the times where I look like a total jackass. It did not shoot that bad. Okay, considering what that bore looks like. I guess you never know until you take it out. There may even be 3 holes here, and then 1 and 1. I thought it would be a lot more wilder. That is not bad for the condition the bore is in. And it's shooting about the same as the other one. Maybe even a little better. So that's pretty good. Maybe I'll sit down, rest up, and I'll put another 5 through there and see what I can get. But that's the first group, and that's 5 shots. So I think there's 3 in that one hole. And again, I'm using top quality ammo that I made myself. So let's do some more shooting. So if you said I'd bet money after all this cleaning, looking, inspecting, I thought for sure this gun wouldn't shoot that bad or that good. And now it shoots just about as good as the mint condition one. So that's the one thing about collecting military surplus. Sometimes you never know until you give it a try. Because I went and looked again in between. This bore is worn. Okay, there's no doubt about it. Very strange. But probably the remainder of the box, I'm going to shoot another 5 rounds. I'm going to go real slow, take my time and try to concentrate and see just how good we can get with this. Alright, let's go see what we did. Okay, as you see, same exact spot. 3-shot group up there and that. I'm amazed. Okay, I'm amazed at what I'm getting with this gun. Okay, that's the way it should shoot. Gonna have to eat crow, as they say, and take back a lot of crap I said about the Royal Tiger and the gun being shot out, because it still shoots pretty damn good for a knocked around gun. It's a keeper. I may see if I can free the bar up on the other one, see what that does. Alright, let's get that other 5 rounds. I'm going to take the other gun and try to see if I can get it to shoot as good as this. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm at a point where the sun's in my eyes, kind of. But now we got our better example. It's about 95% condition. And I'm going to shoot the last 5 rounds. And again, a lot of it too is your own self-control and getting into it. My first rounds are never good. Once I get used to the recoil, get in the thing, take my time, get my breathing down, and I do a lot better. But I was amazed. So let's see if this better condition gun can keep up with it. Now I know the sights are different. It's going to shoot a little bit higher. But the key is, same sight picture with the sights, same part of the target. Doesn't matter if it's 6-8 inches off, just going for accuracy. Okay, go down, see what we did. Now to wrap up this thing on the Royal Tiger, we'll move on to another Carcano. Okay, same spot, not as accurate. Amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That group right here that's covered up is way better. Not that consistent. I don't know if it's me or what, but that's amazing. That Royal Tiger gun outshot that other one that's in much better shape. That just goes to show, okay? And another thing, I think the trigger's lighter on the Royal Tiger gun. It's either worn or something. It's a lot easier to pull, where this one has a little bit more resistance. Of course, it's a newer, nicer gun. So I don't know, that might have something to do with it. Alright, so that wraps up my results for the Royal Tiger gun. And I'm going to move on to another series of testing here.